you don't. We moved from Texas where the nights were bright, and then here, not so much.
No.
And so it's interesting because when we moved here, every time you'd go anywhere at night in Texas, it's not cloudy, and it's normally moonlit, so it's almost like day. And then we moved here, I'm like, man, I don't even know which direction I'm going because there's tall trees and it's dark. And so I'm going to tell you, I am a massively tech challenged person. Are you? Yeah. So this will be the screen, the computer.
Just open it up and then test it. But I'm just gonna get my things ready.
Absolutely.
Thought I had a well trained. Maybe not.
Oh, more crap that I don't need. Ah, there it is. Weird. So the tickets are in the thing. Oh, I don't know that we deal with anything but just happy bucks. Because Isabel's gonna speak and we may not have time. Hey, are you much of a food person? Well, we keep losing the screen. Like it's gonna go dark up there. But why is this screen right here like that? This is so bizarre. This is the kind of stuff that I don't do.
With you.
I have no exit full screen.
I think you can grab that.
It's just weird. Why is Don the only one? Don, can you hear me? Okay. Why is Don the only one? Normally it has us too. That's weird. Okay. Let's plug this in and make sure it works. Last thing I need is to try to figure this out in front of everybody.
Well, you shouldn't need to hear yourself, see yourself.
Yeah. Okay, Isabel. Ah, never mind. Oh, thanks. No. If you don't want to do that stuff, okay. I was gonna and I mean it's up to you. I know we always used to make you do it, but also we'll have him if you don't want to do it, we'll have him do all that. Yeah. That's what when I heard you talking this morning. Okay, Isabel, I'm sorry. Is it
Whichever it's.
okay? I'm always paranoid. I'm gonna something and it's gonna. Okay, so that'll be it, right?
Sound?
Yes, you can hear it. These people are just super. We can. Oh yeah, yeah. No, you can listen. And we can turn it up if we need to. I have no idea how to like share screen, like so it shares, but there's other people in the club that'll come up and help us. I am not a just not.
Better.
It's just gonna be our president. So he will.
Thank you. After 10 years in the club.
Oh.
It's my turn.
It's your turn.
So, how are you, Brett? Also, Isabel, if you don't mind, we right? That's I don't know.
So, give me 1 second. My glasses.
Oh, they're right here, I think.
Okay, good, good.
Oh, yeah, normally I do.
Let's take some Mr. TV work. Totally.
So I read like days, we do our club business. I'm gonna move your glasses, if that's okay. Yes, there, and there, there's also.
Oh, do you know who? You say Rocket Free. Ever seen Rocket Free?
Yeah. We try to get to. Only because. And then within 2 months, my business didn't matter. So while we put what we do on our pad. It's less. So that's me. Alex. I'm trying to remember who it was. I remember today. But I don't know. I can explain every day. Yeah. And I think that I'll come back, I'll find out how. Right here.
They bought me.
So, but yeah, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
And we started, I understand, we don't do our club business. But we can do. He's not. So, but we're gonna do. Amy.
Hey, Don, how are you?
Doing pretty good, thank you.
I was about ready to post it on our digital posting and social. But people would start saying, is this?
I wonder if there's.
It's awesome. I'm learning to drive.
That's awesome. I love that.
So,
Does Gene ever come to your meeting?
way more solo.
It's something, I mean, yeah, but not so much. You guys have a lot to do, that's what I'm saying. Like when they were like, just going out, I'm like. I laughed and then, oh my gosh, like you're coming to us, you're coming to everybody around me. That's a lot, it is a lot of clubs and we all, I must be our meeting. So, and then, 7:30 in the morning. And that coffee place. I thought 7:30 was bad. We do it and then we go all the time. Because a lot of clubs do, we know that most time, those that want to take on, take on. And those are the states. So we don't do food and so sometimes we're talking about food, and they're like, how can things? And it's like for one of us. And it's the one person to do food. And me personally, I don't want to accept it's some place where I hated food.
Yeah.
And I just, and that's not see trying to be, but $20 on spaghetti that I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So. It's $20 a year.
Sorry, Brad.
I got super eating, so we just literally, so the next round where it's gone up, it went one. And that is, so what we do is we take our dues and 50 of it, we break it up twice a year, I don't know if everybody does that. Okay. 50 of it, we automatically, people just bet and say for ball parents, so that way everybody's participating in ball parents. Whether they all know they're playing, we're very clear, but it's not the. No, you did. You can do more. We always try to, this way, at least everybody's hitting something. And so that's every different way to do things. And that's what I've been doing. I try to go to like the every clubs and I've talked a lot to our district about what they do. So I'm big on stealing ideas.
Me too, me too. I'm a big way. Why can't we share a great how we're doing
That's
things?
exactly what we need to do. We need to help each other. That's the other thing. Is if you need people to volunteer for your events,
Yeah.
why don't you invite us to volunteer so you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about it.
Absolutely.
Think about your options, how much work it is. But if you can have another Rotarian group come in, it does their own,
That does
they
that.
understand it.
Yep.
You get to mingle. Take some stress off. That's what we'll do. So, you know, we'll see, trying to get everybody, nobody's really into those kind of things, so we're all trying to get used to it. Every club's are really great, we all meet once a month. And we talk, I haven't been to two of the meetings, but the goal is to try to get everybody unified, right?
Yeah.
So,
And to have that. This is why like the, I have what's up, president saying. So you know that, around.
I didn't, you know, as we get older. Start thinking about this. My wife always thought that it helped everything. So, you know, wake up one morning. First thing out there, oh, it's heartbreaking. No. What do you do? So, we'll get it all started. So I'd be the worst one. I'm gonna be trying to see it's awesome. That dude is great. James is actually driving. I got someone on the bus. He's in charge of the school bus program, right? And so sometimes he gets stuck here. Somebody doesn't show up. He's like, I gotta drive. And it's whatever you want to do. I just, so I'm really bad at it. I would basically be like, "Here's the governor," you know? So,
And that's all good,
you know?
because, the way I introduce myself is like, I grew up. So, I just want people to understand what the immigrant perspective. My parents were immigrants, first generation. And so when we look at our community, we need to think of.
So, well, my dad's Mexican, right? I grew up, his family was learning the and so I grew up understanding that. And what does it look like to not, I didn't know what we grew up in bed. So we come into the Navy. When we got to Texas, I saw that there's a whole lot of places. There's all of this. And I'm like, this is my dad. It's interesting that, you know, yeah.
Think about their life.
Yep, well, and that's difficult in itself. That's bad, it's bad. Okay. Hey, yeah, well,
Isn't the merit? Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's actually also better. I mean.
All rise.
Chris, you wanna lead us?
Yes, you all follow me in the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, a four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First, is the truth. Second, they're all concerned. Fourth,
We have to all concerned.
we have a fifth here.
It's fun.
It's an air.
It's a secret.
That's a small.
Yeah. All right, thank you, guys. Okay. Okay, so today, November 14th, 1991, the number one song. Anybody want to guess?
1991.
91.
Was it a Nirvana song?
No, it was by Prince.
Oh.
The song was Cream. Cream. All right. The number one movie, November 14th, 91. Anyone want to guess? What?
Fine.
No.
Oh,
No, which was last. Is
Well,
in,
big movie.
in 1990. That was in 1990. So this year is Terminator 2. All right. So the reason you all showed up here is not to hear me. We showed up to listen to our district governor, Isabel Martinez Hayer. So we'll go ahead and get her up here so you guys can stop us. Hey.
Thanks, money for that.
The first one I joined was the Rotary Club. I'm actually a proud member of the Rotary Club of Surrey Guilford. And it was a time that they just started accepting women. So 1988 is when we started the club and was just in that formation process. And then we received our official charter in 1989, the year that they allowed women in Canada. So in 1987, they allowed women in Rotary in the United States. In 88, they allowed us to join in Canada. And by 1989, it was a process that was a policy throughout the world. But to this day, there's still some clubs that are very resistant to having women. But they're mandates that you can't, not have women, but you want to be in a club where you feel like you belong. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background about myself. So my mom and dad were born in Spain. And during that time, when they were very young, they had to survive the Spanish Civil War, 1939. My grandmother lost my grandfather from the World War I. She had 13 kids. So she was a widow in Spain, which was, very difficult period of time to live in. And 13 kids. My mom's side, she had three siblings, so there were 4 kids in the family. And both of them, through my grandparents being imprisoned because of what they believed in, they fled to France. That was the time, just a couple of years later, when they dealt with the Second World War. And my dad was, of course, conscripted into the army in France. We used to have a wine business. Well, we still have wine. It's called Cave de la Reine, the Queen's Caves. And my dad used to smuggle people from occupied France into free France in the wine vats. So they had a good trek down with no access to wine. But thinking about kinds of stories and things that they went through really hurts my heart. And that is something that we still have, that generation of people that feel that came from that. Mom and dad were lucky enough to come to Canada. Canada was, land of opportunity. Immigrants, please come over because we needed to populate Canada. We have such a small population. And so they came, and my sister was born in Quebec. 2 were born in France, but my other sister was born in Quebec. And when mom and dad arrived in Quebec, they were asked to come and help in Sunshine Coast, which is clear across the country. Like they thought it was just like a couple hours away. Clear across the country to the other coastline. And we were one of the first families that were non-Indigenous that actually lived in residential school. So I also know the stories of what Indigenous peoples in Canada went through. When my mom and dad complained to the police about the atrocities that were happening in that school, they were swiftly kicked out. So they had to find another place to live because in those days, in the 1950s, you did not speak about those kinds of issues. What do immigrants do? They came with nothing, really.
They had to rely on their family. What do most immigrants do? They start up a restaurant because food is something that everybody knows how to do, one way or another, either the husband or the wife. And as you look around your community, you'll notice a lot of these restaurants, different ethnic groups. And I'd like you to understand my story because it also relates to the kinds of stories that happen right now in the community. These are the same kinds of people that have the same story as mine, that had struggled to get here, that have struggled to maintain their family and create a good set of life for their family. So as you embrace members to come into your club, understand why it is that they may be resistant. There's a lot of distrust. There's a lot of instability in their life. But there's one thing that they are strong with, and that is that sense of family. That is something that really connected me with joining Rotary. It was that strong sense of family that we have in the group. We have a new Rotary International president, Francesco Aresso, and he's a very, very proud Sicilian. But he's also very humble and quiet man. He asks us all to lead with humility, humanity, and heart. And that's really foundational for Rotary and how we do. And he tells us that we are connected through friendship and trust. But I go beyond that. I say we also are connected by what you said this morning, formally test what it makes you think, say, do. It exemplifies our adherence to high ethical standards, to the four-way test, to knowing that every other Rotarian is also someone that leads to those core values. And that is your value proposition. That is what is unique and beautiful about Rotary, because many other organizations do not have these core values that we adhere to. On your table, on some of your tables, is a card. Here. They're cute. And it is Networking Plus. Other than you, honey, in the back, is anyone attached to Networking Plus? Does anybody know about Networking Plus? No. So Networking Plus is a program that past District Governor Dennis Boyd started up. And this is a tremendous value proposition. Because you know that everybody that's listed in Networking Plus is a Rotarian. And what is special about that is that you know that they are Rotarians that lead through high ethical standards. I would so much rather look for a plumber, a bookkeeper, an accountant to this than I would to just Googling who's a pulmonary, because I know who they are. I know they're part of our Rotary family, and that's important. So I recommend anybody who has a business, I still work. Others, I'm sure in this room work. Anybody who has a business, it's free for Rotarians to sign up, share your information so that other people can connect with you. Sean Hogan is a past district governor. He does tremendous amount of work through this Networking Plus. So I know it's effective. And recently we started up a LinkedIn profile as well. So Rotary District 50 LinkedIn. And that's connected to this. So we're trying to build both of those territories so that more people can connect with one another. We can share our stories, share our business. And I know we were talking earlier about we started, you join for business, but then you leave to being a Rotarian as you the service that we do in the community. And that's critical. But having this as a gateway to getting into Rotary is also very positive. So I encourage you to do that. I loved how you started with some history, and I'd like to do the same. The Rotary Club of Lake Stevens was chartered on June 28th, 1991. As you were gathering to form your club, RI president for 1990-91 was Paulo Costa from Sao Paulo, Brazil. The theme was Honor Rotary with Faith and Enthusiasm. And these themes are things that transcend, they travel for decades. For the following year, Rajendra Sabu from Chandigarh, India, was your district RI, not your district, but your RI president. And the theme then was Look Beyond Yourself. Your Rotary District Governor was none other than my mentor, Jim Follows, from Canada. And he was followed by Mel Hollinger for 1990-91. Just years earlier, in 1985, Rotary launched Polio Plus. This is one of our core programs. And I know most of you understand the importance of the eradication of polio. Your dollars that you donate towards the foundation, you can donate it towards the annual fund, World Fund, or Polio Plus, or a grant. But the funds that are donated towards Polio Plus, think about the impact. For 60 cents, you can vaccinate a child against polio. That's incredibly impactful. You save that child from a debilitating disease, either causing death or paralysis. And if the child is lucky enough to survive, that is a blessing. But most have some sort of paralysis in their body. In the 1980s, Rotarians raised $240 million towards Polio Plus and contributed, it ended up at 2005, contributing over $500 million to this cause. In 1985, here's my cell phone. 1985, we see the proliferation of cell phones and the internet. That was 1985. On January 1st, 1994, Washington State minimum wage is $4.90 per hour. Can you imagine that? In 1999, Rotary creates Centers for International Studies in Peace and Conflict Resolution. These are now our Rotary Peace Centers. There are 7 peace centers around the world. These universities provide either a bachelor's, graduate status, or a certification status. There are over 1,800 Rotary Peace Fellows throughout the world. And this is special. This is where some of your Rotary Foundation dollars go, because all of these programs are delivered free of charge, and they're funded by the Rotary Foundation. These 1,800 plus Peace Fellows go to war-torn areas, villages dealing with significant health issues perhaps, or conflict issues. They go in, they develop systems and processes to help that community be successful. But it's not about throwing money at the problem. It's about helping them train and helping them deliver different ways of working so that they can be successful for themselves, so that Rotary can move on to another area. And that's what we do that is special in Rotary. It's not about just temporary funding with something that we would have to fund in forever. It's about helping people help themselves and build and thrive and train each other to deliver the things that they need to do in order to be successful in the community. And that's the importance with the Rotary Peace Centers. In your community, I'll bet you have brilliant young people that would probably love to be a part of this, but don't know about it. Most of my year, I'm trying to spend rebuilding knowledge in our community. Through COVID, we lost a lot. So we need to think think about what the important factors are in Rotary and all of these incredible programs that many people know nothing about. And they're missed opportunities for those brilliant students in our communities. So if you see somebody that might be wanting to participate in something like this, encourage them to apply, support their application, and move it forward. It's special. And can you imagine the impact that they might have, the lives that they might be able to transform in the world? It's gorgeous. In 2004, Rotary creates the Arch Clump Society. And this is for individuals and organizations that donate $250,000 or more towards the Arch Clump, towards a Rotary Foundation. And they are designated with an Arch Club Society member. The impact of those dollars is incredible. For $50, you can provide clean water to a village. $50. And before I was talking about the cell phone, for $500, you could create an anti-bullying campaign. Our cell phone, when it came out in 1985, it was a thing of beauty. It was going to be transformative. This, that, and the rest. Now we have kids that have cell phones in their schools. We have AI that can put the face of a child onto a naked body and make it look like their own. They can imprint voice in there as well, so that it's very difficult to distinguish reality from fake. It is destroying the lives of our kids. It is creating suicide rates, teen suicide rates that are unbearable. It's creating an easy platform. It's an easy tool for kids to use to bully other kids in the school in perfect anonymity. So think about that as you look to become relevant to your community or address things that are happening in your schools and your community. Those kinds of things have tremendous impact. In 2015, your club secured a global grant to provide clean drinking water, hygiene and sanitation facility, and education on hygiene and sanitation to 6,000 people in Bufuja, Uganda. You secured $105,000 in impact towards this project, partnering with other clubs. In 2017, the Daily Herald reported that the Rotary Club of Lake Stevens supported youth, students, families, and seniors in the Lake Stevens community and several international activities. That was reported in the Daily Herald. I was impressed by how much PR, public image, that you're getting within the community. And I really want to applaud you all for those efforts, because you are clearly telling your story to the community, and your community loves you and knows you for that. You may never know the kinds of things that you're doing, the people's whose lives you've touched. Oh, I thought I heard something. Maybe it's that. The people whose lives you've touched in the community. But know that whatever each and every one of you do truly matters. Whether it's your donation to the club event, club community project, to the Rotary Foundation, whether it's a hands-on project that you might contribute, whether it's going on an IPA outbound mission or any other international project mission that you contribute your effort and your time and your money to. What you do really matters, and it's transformative. And I had printed out, because every time I look at this, it just gives me so much fun. The duck float that you used to have. And then I read the little description at the bottom. We believe a duck that was not taken apart and was recently spotted floating free in the water. Paddle free, yellow duck, paddle free. Your duck dash and your duck float is just incredibly funny and really joyous event that you have in the community. I think the golf cart was donated by Larry Juby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and are you doing the duck dash anymore or the duck float?
No,
No,
we're gonna do a husky dash, we decided, so.
that's awesome.
If you're sure of it.
You
I would.
see, watch what you say.
Yeah.
And then I was reading about your wine and beer tasting. And your skate park, the work that you do with Cavallero skate park and buying a walk-in fridge, freezer for the future food bank. You had 34 members in the club at that time, and you seem to be having so much fun making a difference. Even when it came into the room today, the energy in this room was crazy. And I think that is something special that morning clubs have that most other clubs don't. That sense of belonging, of connection. In 2019, the Rotary Foundation created programs of scale to support evidence-based demonstrated success programs. By 2021, Partners for a Malaria-Free Zambia is named the first program of scale recipient. Now, malaria is a disease that is transmitted through mosquitoes, and the mosquito, when it bites, drops a parasite into the body. This kills kids. This kills mothers, anybody with immune compromised systems. In Zambia, it is a really critical point. It kills something like 400,000 people of this disease. Each year, almost 290 million people are infected. And of those, the 400,000 die. When you talk about program scale, and this is another thing, this is another idea that you could do. You could put forward a program of scale. Millions of dollars go towards this program to help because it is such a critical piece around the world. Through your history, the Rotary Club of Lake Stevens has worked hard. You've built connections. You've made an impact in your community, and you invest in the most vulnerable in the community. And it is something that is really special. You've created a foundation, so you use your money wisely to get others in the community to donate and to really release incredible impact in the community. I really want to thank you for that. A lot of clubs do not have a Rotary Foundation of your own club foundation. So you're doing all the right things. And I'm extraordinarily proud of all the things that you do. Now, doing this means that you have to have club leadership. You have to have a strong board. You have to have strong leadership that step up to serve. And I really would like to acknowledge you today. You like to come, Brian? Me? No, me.
It's okay, Brian, you'll get through this.
Okay, he'll get
Yeah.
it.
I'm sorry, he's from Texas, yeah.
Okay. So, Brian, I just want to thank you so much for leading the club and for doing such a tremendous job. Let's give you this coin, the challenge coin. Yeah. So when you have this coin in your hand, look around the room and look at this Rotary family that you have. I know some are missing today.
I'll.
Oh, there you go. Like, when you're frustrated with, in a family, not everybody agrees. And there's always those that like to push buttons and things like that. You put off that coin and you think, the frustration. Yeah,
Frustration I have.
but no. Oh, yeah, it's still- But know that they actually do care about you. And they appreciate that you've stepped up to serve this year.
Somebody else want
Yes. Not a secret, because it's a privilege to serve as president. And I encourage all the, younger people or newer people or those that have been in the club for a while to step up and do that. Because it really is a privilege to serve. And it's also a wonderful thing to reconnect with all of this Rotary family. So thank you so much. Congratulations. Okay. 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 So it's also my privilege to induct a few members today. And I'd like to ask Alex Wells to please come forward. Kyle, please come forward. Rotary was founded on February 23rd, 1905 by Carl Harris and a group of other lawyers that wanted to connect through business. It's called Rotary because they used to rotate from place to place. And now Rotary means even more to us. It's that real connection. It's that real street. As I was saying earlier, we're connected through high standards. And we believe, your club believes, they want you as part of this club because they believe in you. They believe that you'll bring your skills forward. They believe that you will attend events, contribute to the club, contribute to the betterment of our community, and really learn and get to know, just like Brian has had to do, get to learn about all of these special individuals that you have in the room, because they are now your Rotary family. So on behalf of Rotary District 5050, I welcome you to Rotary. There are over 200 countries in the world that Rotary is there, over 1.4 million people throughout the world. And as a Rotarian, you can visit any of those countries. And as I'm sure Rand will tell you, we have a beautiful Rotary International Convention coming up in Taipei that I know that you're going to be welcome to go. But we're all Rotarians. We have that trust for one another. We care about each other. We have each other's backs. I know that you can ask anybody in this room for help, and they'll either step up to do it or they will give you somebody who can do it for you. So this is our special bond, our special connection. Over 200 countries in the world, the food may be different, the culture will be different, but you'll be welcomed as part of their family. So you can attend any meeting around the world. And I encourage you to do so. And Canada's not that far away. So on behalf of Rotary District 5050, congratulations. Welcome to the club. And as of this moment, you are the newest Rotarians in the world.
They're next.
Oh, let's cover.
You need a stapler? I don't know. No, we don't have a. No.
But
But now you can get fined.
Oh,
Okay, I'll
yeah.
use that.
Ah, so, yeah, you can actually get fined now, so.
There are pins in
I
there.
just-
Look.
It
Should be in the deal.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
And normally I request that you wear the skin over your heart, because that's where Rotary belongs. So thank you, congratulations, and welcome. Yeah, well, maybe not. Are you gonna put this on?
Oh, yeah.
So,
This is-
Just give me 1 second.
Sure.
So I'd also love to welcome you and hope that you'll come and register for the district conference held on May 1st to 3rd in beautiful Harrison Hot Springs. That's going to be next year, May 1st to 3rd. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's all about connecting. It's all about celebrating all of the tremendous things that we do in Rotary. On Friday, we're going to be having a live band. On Saturday, it's going to be, we're only going to have a couple of speakers, but it's going to be more about Rotarians sharing their ideas. We're going to be focusing on housing insecurity, food insecurity issues. We'll have experts in the room to help solve. Hello, Yay, you came. I know you had a hard day. James is my special guy.
He's our special guy. In many.
Thank you so much, James. And we're hoping that you'll sign up and come, and I'll see you next year. That would be lovely. Saturday is going to be about discussion more than anything, because the following year, we're not going to be having a district conference. So we want to work together. I'm working together with Kathleen and Sean O'Donnell, who is going to be following Kathleen. And we want to build legacy projects in the community, so that there's our big Rotary wheel and our community knows who the Rotary Club Lake Stevens is. And it's something that will be there in more permanence. Now, one of the reasons I always show this video is because I have 4 kids, but I have 9 grandkids. And they are firm believers that they are now movie stars because they're in the video. So I hope you enjoy it. If we can get it running.
No applause needed. Where's our sound?
Start
Right. Let's see if we can figure this out.
left, you just drag it,
Well,
that little blue bar. Oh, no. Oh,
the mouse isn't big enough. Okay.
great.
You'll have to live with that.
Tracking over here. Yeah, you can use that one too. Yeah, just push it to the other side. Other side.
Well, right, I'm trying to turn it up. There's supposed to be volume. No, I get that, but there's no sound. You notice that? There was, I swear. And I'd be the last person, like I tell everybody, and like I even said before we started, I'm the last one to mess with this. No, but I don't. The volume, so the volume's up here. Here's the volume. It's cranked up. And here it's up.
And then you can have a look at it.
Anybody have an idea?
At
Rand?
Yeah.
I was about to say, you're not gonna see me do that. Let somebody who can figure it out. Both volumes are. So
Depends on what speaker are you going to.
there you go. See, it all depends on which speaker.
Hey, Brian, can you hear me?
Yeah. Now we can, now it's.
Well, that's not your speakers. It must be just something in the PC.
Home of the 2026 Rotary District Conference.
That's Brad.
Yeah.
Pass this to Governor.
You'll find rough wood carvings of Sasquatches through Harrison Village. They look so lifelike.
Whatever years.
Yeah.
Planning rural hospitality, and we want you to join us. And we have lots of amazing adventures for you.
That's my son-in-law.
Try a boat cruise on Harrison Reef. Or a guided tour of historic downtown Harrison Hot Springs. Just come around the world-class resort. Your adventure awaits. That's dope. That is so much fun. Sowing the seeds for our future generations. The district 50-50 conference theme this year is celebrating the impact of Rotary. Together, making a difference in our communities, in our world, and in ourselves.
You're invited to the conference 2026 in beautiful Harrison Hot Springs Resort. Celebrate the impact of Rotary, together making a difference, and let's have fun. So, thank you so much for having me here today. It gives me so much joy to be here. And does anyone have any questions for me? Yes.
Where is Harrison?
One of the reasons actually I'm having it is Brad Whitaker. I felt very bad 3 weeks before he could actually have his conference. COVID happened. And so we had to cancel that district conference. It is an absolutely beautiful area. It has fresh mineral waters and it's right in the hotel. There's mineral pools, so that's a very gorgeous area.
Northwest of Vancouver.
It's in that area. So it's a couple of hours for you.
It's at the bottom of Harrison.
Yeah.
Lake Harrison.
It's gorgeous.
Agassiz.
But one of the reasons I'm having it in Harrison is because we have a council in this Ontario. I felt, it'd be better to honor that original contract that we said that we're gonna go there, so I'm gonna go back.
It's 2 hours and 32 minutes drive from
There you go.
Well, that's assuming there's no traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get to Seattle, so.
This morning should be.
It's for me today. No. So thank you again so much.
Thank you very much for being with us and giving us an opportunity to learn a little bit. I would encourage everybody to do that. I was signing up while we're sitting there. So, let's do Happy Bucks. And then we'll knock out just if anybody have a report. We'll just do that. So how about we do Happy Bucks? But
You want me to do it, so?
yeah, I mean, James is pointing towards Chris. But his voice is out, so it's not. Nobody wants to listen to Chris's scratching voice this morning, so. I'm just saying.
I guess we'll start off here. We're gonna do Happy Bucks. Can I see who's on the screen?
Don Dane.
Hey, Don. I'm picking you first. I don't know why, but I just felt like I should.
You're obviously not in
Yeah,
Well, hello there.
great sun and fun, it looks like.
Yeah, it's nice here. That's for sure. Happy to be here and what was that?
Where is here?
Oh, here is in Loreto, Baja California, sir.
That was right.
Say again, please.
You're happy today?
I am. I am happy that I am the chair of the scholarship committee, taking over for Lance. Thank you all for inviting me in to the role. I look forward to it. Happy to be here, sharing Thanksgiving with kids and grandkids all coming down for the long week, shall we say, of school being out. So all's good.
Nice. Daniel? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm here in Marysville and it's downpouring right now.
Yeah.
I'm happy today. We just got done with our food drive in Marysville and we're not sure what our weight is yet. We're going to take it in today, but we're thinking we did over 1,000 pounds in 2 weeks. So that's pretty cool to do that with my team. And just excited for Thanksgiving and having a little time off with the family.
Excellent. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy Bucks. I'm happy that it's Friday and presentation today was superb. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Rand, good morning. Good to be here. Going purple, dude. Go Husky. Thank you. Why the Husky? So you know, you didn't do the joke. Husky, not.
Can I share?
Certain.
Dick's had a tough week with some health problems. Let's keep him in our prayers. He's got a little heart thing going on, a little strokey thing going on. So let's keep Dick in our prayers, okay?
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Eileen, good morning. Good to see you.
Dave, alone.
Happy it's Friday, headed up to the island today, and gonna be spending lunch with the Rotarians, Rotary Club, one pizza to the yacht club. So I'm excited about that, and I just appreciate.
Nice.
I'm happy to officially be here.
All right. Yeah, it was nice to feel official, isn't it? Morning.
Good morning. Hey, I just want to echo what was said about your presentation. I think it's the best one we've ever had in the district government. I've been in this club in Rotary since 1982 and president of this club 25 years ago. And I've got to tell you that the club we have today is by far the best I've seen in my tour here, if you will. I think I'm the oldest Lake Stevens Rotary person, but I just think this club is awesome. Not the oldest. I was obviously in Rotary International in the late 80s and Reno Southtown, I'm sorry, Eugene Southtown Club, when women were finally brought into Rotary, and it was a wonderful experience. We had two gentlemen in our club, two guys, probably my age then, that said, if we let women into Rotary, we're going to leave the club. And they let them in. I showed them what the club was. So, thank you very much for your presentation.
Now we know where the ducks came from, right? You said Eugene, right there.
No, that's it. It's tough living in Eugene.
I'll bet you, brother.
Happy to be here officially. Also, want to personally happy to be heading with my family to Southern California, go to happiest place on earth, Disneyland. Early 11 months running around including my 4 and 5-year-old. So.
Well, you got some cash, brother, just saying.
Yeah.
You might want to rate these having bucks here. Good morning. How are you, brother?
I think it's been a Rotary long enough in your followers.
We hung out in Chicago.
So I apologize, Governor, that I missed most of your presentation for my work. But looking forward to a great conference. I've already registered. If you hadn't mentioned it, the fee goes up December 6th. And Jim's right. I have a great club.
All right.
Well, welcome to our new members and good program. I'm headed to San Diego tomorrow. Get out of there. Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yay. Gary?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'll give you $5 next week.
Okay.
We had a great success seminar up at the farm, better known as Shamadon. There was a lot of people there, a lot of energy, and there were 3 of us, Christine and Brian and I, that attended, and we had a good time. And the food was really great. He had a salmon cinnamon crusted salmon, and everybody raved about it. And he said, well, that's okay. You're not going to get it unless you come to another banquet. And so I'm going to his place tonight, and I asked his daughter, do I get that? She said no. And then, yeah, so good time. Had a great meeting, and thank you for your presentation today. I agree. I've been in the club since 2009. and having been a Rotarian for about 26.7 years.
Aloha. I would like to compliment you on a beautiful dissertation that you gave this morning. And I think, you know, the Rotary Club is so wonderful. The people here are so loving. And I think, you know, if the whole world can see how lovable this group is, I think we'd be in a better place today. And I say aloha to all of you. I really enjoy being here with all of you.
That is great, and Friday was a lot of fun, great presentation, and welcome to new members. You don't know where you get into, but it's more fun.
Very blessed. I woke up earlier this week and said I need a little tweak in my life. I decided that what I was missing was I need a little more Rotary in my life. So thank you. Your speech was very inspirational, and this upcoming year at the conference, I've been to several and they're amazing. So haven't been like.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm a second generation Rotarian. My parents have been in Rotary since the early 90s. They were in the Bay Area, now they're in Reno. They went to 21 straight international conventions. Respecting my heritage. Just saying, you know what I mean? No, it was always, they would always travel every year to go to the international, and that was their vacation. So it was always good. And so seeing the impact they were able to make, I have Rotarian brothers and sisters all over the world. They've had them come and stay with them for many times. I have a Polish brother that came with them as senior year of high school. I have one in Italy, I have one in Ghana, I have one in France. So they've all come and stayed with my parents here and developed a lifelong relationship. So Rotary's have a lot of impact on me and my family. So I really appreciate it. Well, Mr. Mayor?
I was gonna throw a hat book in for my second son to join the law enforcement profession this week, working for Phoenix PD and
Congrats.
continuing the legacy of his brother and myself.
Awesome.
Fun.
That's one half us, but that's my personal. I will give it to you.
No problem.
And again, I am so impressed with this club and thank you so much for having us on off yet. And the tremendous amount of work that you do. I know Rand's incredible work. James as well. All of you contribute in such incredible ways. So thank you.
Isabel, was that Canadian 20 or US?
You know, I can be rooted for you. Don't worry about that.
Inspirational presentation. Thank you. Welcome new members. You know, I've done some kind of fun stuff in my life I'm really proud of, right? Like the scholarships that we give out, my sobriety, you know, saving lives at the hospital. But there is now a number one thing I am so proud of is my remains second place. And you know, being still go together.
So we won't have.
Totally stoked about the chili cook-off, and I'm so happy that that Amy won, even though it took her whole family to push her over the line in the vote. I told him not to. To be honest with you, but I thought Chris's chili, honestly. So that's my vote. So I am first place loser, and I don't mind it. Here's the thing: I will be happy to take third place, last place. I don't care. If my talking trash gets you guys to come, I'll keep doing it. So this doesn't go away just because somebody else won. And I'm not going to say it was rigged this time, but I'm going to think some people were suppressed. And let me tell you what Amy did. Amy even wanted to vote for one person all 3 times. So she probably did. Maybe. So no, my happy bucks honestly is for my son, who it's interesting to watch my younger son take lead of my older son to mentor him in what he's trying to do. He's having struggles switching from the Navy life where they tell you everything to do. And basically he's got a sheet that says, here's your list and here's your order, to holy smokes, this just happened. Now you need to go figure out and get all the parts for it and fix it. And his younger brother stepping up to just slow him down, calm down. It's not the end of the world. So happy bucks for family, and happy bucks honestly too, because this group of people, honestly, I'd say every year, I've been in since COVID, I was online, but every year that we've been out of COVID and we've started doing, it's just pretty cool to watch. And it's what's great is to watch everybody come together. Sometimes, unfortunately, at the very last minute, but we still come together, right? The giving away scholarship money is incredible. And if you haven't, Don's going to lead it, but if you have not done the interviews, get involved in that, because that is, if you want to restore your faith in our youth, sit through that. Because watching someone come in totally nervous, but then they even out and hearing what they want to do in life, and it's just amazing. Even to the other stuff that we do, the coursing kegs and everything else, those are so much fun. I will implore you to come to something like our Christmas party coming up. That's going to be a blast. We're going to have games, an ugly sweater contest that I guarantee you I do win. When you see it, you will die laughing. What's that? Is it big show? No, it has. You'll see. You've heard me doing the chili. Again, when you get cheated, it's a little hard to play against a stacked deck, James. So come to the chili cook-off. The festival of cheese coming up. We have a couple people volunteer in the morning for a cocoa bar. So that's going to be exciting too. So, did you get everybody glance?
I'm skipping it.
Happy 5 for becoming your message. I mean, it's more than getting up early on Friday morning, coming and being with this wonderful group of people and doing things in our community. So thanks for the history. And a happy 5 for Don. Thank you very much for stepping up. 7 years of doing scholarships. I've already sent him a ton of stuff by email, so he's well on his way.
Yep.
All right, Eileen, do you have an inspiration for us so we can go out and conquer the world?
I do. You pull that up. All right, comes from Winston Churchill. It is better to do something than to do nothing while waiting to do everything.
Say that again.
It is better to do something than to do nothing while waiting to do everything.
All right. All right, make something happen today.
What?
Good to see you. See you.
Yeah, so I get older. Oh, yeah, like
So. Okay. So. Spotlight on me. So. We have to. For doing research on our club. It's so funny. Here's something that's. Yeah. Well, our founding member. And then our. Right after.
No.
So.
Now, all those.
So. Great line, but full service.
I'll do that.
So we have that. Really. And I do want to. Look forward
Social media, get it, dude? Now you're. All right, well, yeah,
please.
I'm gonna get I'll stop by.
Yeah, Larry. Yeah, I'll put that on the agenda. Yeah, I'm just gonna look through it. Okay. The price forwarded me.
So. That's right. So. Yeah.
I'm the primary.
It's just. 30%. You know, it's wrong.
They're not going.
So they send us. Even though we were kind of thinking.
No, I got two people.
Yeah.
Go to domestic violence. Just want some of you over here.
I'll tell you.
He's like.
And then. No, absolutely not. For the, when he did the caption range.
You know, and so they need that outlet. They need somebody, somebody to be able to tell. But then that person needs something too, right? Because if they're absorbing all energy, they've got to get up to. It's just, society's crazy, so it is. It's next. But if you think of anything, that multiple clubs possibly need,
I said,
We find a lot of next time. Fall. Oh, I know. Well,
so she's a great.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, reach out. Absolutely.
Please, I need that email that I.
Well, you can categorize them and put in. Well, and my background's new. Okay, so it's totally different, so probably 110 people. So all this is learning how to and deal with different personalities. And a lot of times.
Yeah.
No,
I found the.
action is gonna even direction what we can turn around.
So.
So if you have they're now motivation. How do you get motivated? Because I am or my coach can hit you in the head with the helmet, but hit you with the clipboard and let you grab it.
So.
You can't do that. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So I want to understand and help understand. That's why I talk about how you motivate your stuff, but I find it's the same thing. People are doing everything. Fine, but you understand that.
Yeah.
But you want to change.
Share that. And $21.
Yes, that's why I asked everyone.
The side eye, my friend, the side eye.
So, how do we start negotiating? I didn't realize that. Why you more money?
That's my first. So that's what they're eating.
I asked.
And then I have a third tree that I didn't take pictures of. You do. That's very too. So that was the one. And it was me. I love you. That is not. It was me.
Yeah.
And after COVID, I was like, I just. It's like, I'm done. I don't think this is join you. So I started, so I didn't really spend here. And then the next year I did. And I had to big. 5 years old. You know, I just got legit work. And then I put this here. You go. I remember putting a tree in the end that were on the end, and I'm like, it brought me such great joy. Okay, we made up for one day anyway. It's all you and the white one. Good. But now I go for the inside before I cry. And I said it, and then it's like, it takes so much effort. So, because I can tell you, day after Christmas, I'm like, I've got this. I know, it doesn't make sense, and I don't think it, right? But it's funny because I do what I call follow lead. So I do follow lead from like September through October, November. I call it follow lead. It's like visual on it. But, you know, I think it's different. And this year, I actually traded property. So it worked out. I do. So it just lights on our house. 5 years. I don't want to above. Anyway, good. Well, Victor, sending you like for possible size. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. And you know, or ish.
Well, they wanted to have things about it. So that in mind this year, we still go, but I should definitely not.
That's not enough problems there.
Knock that shit off. Okay, see you. You know, that's why we want to. Yeah, we know probably. Yeah.
We should.
Well, yeah, well, I'll get out some plug, so if you're walking somewhere, it's for. Broken up here. It's otherwise, if you get it somewhere else, people.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes, also.
Whenever you feel.
And it's.
You know, okay.
Yeah. Because I was wondering about. I wonder about that. Thank you. My wife. I'm trying to say. Oh. First, did you actually?
Well, I'm assuming.
Was yesterday.
And this is my training thought, then maybe I'm. But I don't want this. And this is the best way to do it. Because like, I'm telling you, I don't necessarily. As far as. Order. And that is a. I mean, 22 years. Get the Rotarian. Comes out. And he's like, hey, this and she told me. Do I know, right? I mean, because I've had that happen. So, where they.
All right.
Okay. So I'd rather have somebody. Right, so.
So.
Yeah. Right, and honestly, there is some of the.
I'm okay, they just, like, it's dealing with, right, hey, there were a couple of cars up at the one spot.
Good.
Yeah.
She talked about and where she's from. And so after.
I know.
Who was that? Who was the guy from?
Oh, Stitch Mitchell.
Bill Mitchell was at the, interview. He had something to do. So. Just said. If you didn't know what profession he was in, just by his age, you was not a figure, he was a radio, TV personality.
I'm doing. High school.
I'm
You're pretty close.
I don't know.
We're
Right now,
So you.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got out there. On how about the Russell? Or government. Oh, really?
So, I'm sitting right here, that's the place I need to, I'm thinking, what I'm envisioning is a bunch of men sitting around on trainers. My women are doing all.
Classes. Oh. Right.
Because they don't get.
I would like that to see something like you. What's your business?
I've done
That. I also like to take care of.
I did, KRKO. You, you're fine. That reason that does that is.
And so I'm like.
I don't know what's the president of what, but I was never. And then I was calling in some.
Help with that.
My son-in-law is the.
You don't use them?
Well, this is for exercise. This is.
We don't. So I text her.
So.
Yeah. I
So that's.
So last week,
I was. You got.
I walked in and I see, what's on,
I just.
Well, I will give you a taste, but at the,
So.
that's a 4 years here.
A little bit later, I come back,
I said,
you know,
there's no.
and dealing with social stuff, so I thought about it.
And I used it.
And I said, she's amazing.
So, look for emails, because I'm the kind of guy that's like, and.
Yeah, she's married.
I'm the same way with emails that go to my.
And
That's slow, right? So maybe 24 hours, if you said maybe 24 hours, but it's gonna be 24 hours. Absolutely.
She's a piece.
So-
Mine was trained in that, but well, I'm glad that that all.
well,
Sorted.
If you watch it, you don't have.
we will pay for that.
Is I have
And
all
then
of that.
I said, I will pay for one.
And what they really can, right?
I want it.
I mean, America, they're asking.
I don't want.
I mean, they're sure. What's funny is, to, when you're not, Texas, you know, the lady was so great, she was your buddy. And I said, do we have guns in the car? She goes, no. We actually have bullets. We have bullets, you have a gun. And I thought that was hilarious. Like, we have nothing. Wait, right? Coming back though.
Yeah, I've got an extra.
Guy standing there, he's got his rifle, you know, strapped to his chest.
Yeah.
And I won't, but same time, I understand you're trying to be cool. Don't be jerk. Like, he was totally good. But then his buddy comes over. Well, easy. But this guy is.
So, no, and they gave me the choice. He's down upstairs.
Yeah, what do we? I
I
mean, you know, and I'm like,
downstairs.
yeah, but it is, right? I would always think, you put something on your shoulder, so that kind of probably should have been.
Yeah. I there, when we did the.
But thank you so much for coming. I know, Jay.
Right, yeah, great, that, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Well, well, I think that. We're good for space. So I have a working game. I had a weekend meeting at my top.
Yeah.
It was there for Christmas. Yeah, for New Year's. 60.
No. Well, if there, while you're on this, if there's anything on the future, just shoot out anything, let me know. I'm happy to help.
If you can have people sign up.
Yeah, what I'll do is, I'll make copies of it, I'll pass it around, and I'll send you that back to people. Because it's for, there is for.
All right.
So. We'll do that.
You too.
Every meeting I'll do that. And I'm gonna keep it.
So this is why I discuss this.
Yeah.
So I'll be like.
And I'll bring up and just keep asking everybody as we meet, like, who else has done it? Who else signed up? That kind of thing, get people involved.
That's love.
So.
Those are one of them started this. So, yeah, you know, my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much for. I think one I didn't really look before.
That, you know, we've got a friendly group. That's the one thing, and they're definitely lively. So